This is the Leonardo AW609, an aircraft designed for the civil aviation market. It can serve VIP customers, be used by oil and gas operators, and anyone who can afford its hefty price. But what really makes it stand out from all the other aircraft is its tilt-rotor system. The Leonardo has two Pratt Whitney turboshaft engines, and each one drives a three-bladed rotor. It can land and take off vertically, switch back to airplane mode, and dash at 316 miles per hour. By now, it might resemble a certain plane you've seen somewhere else. And you're right. You could say that the AW609 is a civilian cousin of the well-known V-22 Osprey, the first tilt-rotor plane used by the US military. But while Osprey carries soldiers, Leonardo plans to carry civilians, and it's going to have the means to do just that. The Leonardo is designed with a sealed cabin that can be changed to different cabin layouts. There is going to be a VIP executive cabin, a normal 9-passenger layout, and even a search and rescue model with a hoist basket and 4 single seats. But for now, those cabins are just mock-ups. Now, you may be wondering about the price for such engineering ingenuity. Well, fasten your seatbelts, because the price will blow you away. Leonardo will have a $20 and $30 million price tag, a bit more than your average aircraft. However, despite the price, we'll finally get to see the first civilian tilt-rotor aircraft to be sold on the market. But why did it take so long for a technology that existed for well over 50 years to appear on the civilian market? Well, there is one issue that makes tilt-rotor aircraft dangerous to fly. You see, during the 1950s, Bell Helicopter Textron was the first company to test full-scale aircraft utilizing tilt-rotor systems, the Bell XV-3. The plane could transition from takeoff and landing to forward flight and achieve a speed of 185 miles per hour, much faster than most helicopters at that time. It showed that the tilt-rotor idea could very much become a reality. Fast forward to 1977, and Bell came back to the scene with another tilt-rotor prototype aircraft, the XV-15. This was a much lighter version that could also carry personnel and cargo, and fly up to 382 miles per hour, double the speed of the previous prototype. The first client Bell would ever get for these tilt-rotors would be the US government. Back in the 80s, the Pentagon issued a requirement for a Joint Services Advanced Vertical Lift aircraft, a long-range tilt-rotor aircraft that can fly directly longer distances without landing for refueling. In response to the request, both Bell Helicopter Textron and Boeing VTOL proposed a tilt-rotor aircraft that met speed, range, and capacity requirements. In 1983, Bell-Boeing won the contract and developed a V-22 for the US Marines. But flying the machine would come at a great cost. Since the development of the V-22, its prototypes have suffered 4 crashes in testing that killed 30 Marines, with the most devastating crash taking the lives of 19. The cause of each of these accidents is a phenomenon called VRS, or Vortex Ring State, specific to helicopters. It happens when a copter descends rapidly with little to no forward airspeed. When the aircraft enters the wake of its own blaze, the agitated air behind it recirculates through the rotor. The helicopter, caught up in the vortex of disturbed airflow, starts to lose lift and goes down. But for tilt rotors, VRS is much more dangerous because the effect can be asymmetrical. If a single rotor goes into VRS, the aircraft will roll out instead of just going down. After the fatal accidents, all Ospreys are now equipped with VRS warning systems. Additionally, pilots are trained to recognize the signs of a VRS and how to escape them by easing the Osprey forward. The question is, will Leonardo have the same issue? Sure, VRS is not going anywhere, But rest assured, the pilots will be trained to the highest standards to be able to avoid this dangerous situation and fly safely. Who knows? Maybe one day VRS won't be such an issue and there will be more tiltrotor aircraft like this one in the future.